Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my February favorites, and it's actually kind of what I've been using for more than just February because I haven't done one of these favorite videos I think since September. This is gonna be as short and sweet as I can possibly make it because I have a lot of stuff to actually show you guys. So why don't we just go ahead and dive right into it. Okay, so the first thing I have is this Dermalogica Medibac Clearing Skin Wash. This has literally saved me during my pregnancy. I have had terrible acne. I've just been breaking out like crazy on my chest, on my back, on my face, everywhere you can think of, and it really has sucked. So when I went to go get a facial at Ulta, the rep actually used this on my skin and it felt really nice and it smelled really clean, and I was like, you know what, let me just try something new because apparently what I'm using is not working. I really like this because it seems to be the only thing that has kind of managed my breakouts. I've seen a huge improvement on my back, and although it's not 100% clear, just because hormones are crazy during pregnancy, you can't really control them. This I feel pretty safe using. My doctor told me it was perfectly fine. She felt confident that it wouldn't hurt the baby, and it's been clearing up my skin. What more would you want, right? I got the big size since I use it on my face and on my back and my chest. I've had this for about a month, and I can say that there's still a pretty good chunk. I'm about 2/3 of a way through with this. Not even. I've got a good amount to go. And all you need is one pump for your face, one pump for your back. You're good to go. This is amazing. I love it. Definitely will be sticking with this even after my pregnancy if my skin doesn't change. So to continue on with this pregnancy theme, I've been using this Origin Shinduism Deeply Hydrating Buttercream. I'm pretty sure that this is already discontinued. It's been discontinued for a while, but I found this in my lotion cabinet. I saw that it was deeply hydrating, and I didn't want to go out to buy cocoa butter, and I know a lot of people recommend that to prevent stretch marks on your belly and wherever else. This has been working for me. I haven't noticed any stretch marks. My skin hasn't been itchy, and usually the first sign of stretch marks is like really itchy, dry skin. This has been keeping my skin super hydrated. It is very greasy, so I only use this at night right before I'm about to go to bed, and it feels really good. So despite the fact that it's super greasy and I wouldn't recommend this for daytime use, it has been working amazing. If you can find it, I would recommend using this to prevent stretch marks, but if you can't find it, I'm sorry. This has just been something I've been using. It's been my fave, and it smells really good actually. What does it smell like? It just smells like clean. I can't describe the smell, but it's really good. Love it. And it's super thick. Works amazing. So my next favorite is actually the Tropez Self-Tan Dark Bronzing Mousse. I love the whole Tropez line. I've used the lotion, I've used the gel, I've used the foam, and it all has worked amazingly, but nothing has worked as amazing as this one specifically. I have very light olive tone skin, and a lot of self-tanners make me look orange. This actually comes out with like a green tinge to it, and it makes me look olive, like the color I should look when I'm actually tan. The green tinge to it did freak me out in the beginning, but after I washed off the color guard, it looked really great. I looked dark, but not like super dark to the point where it was like, girl, what kind of accident did you have with your self tanner? It applied super smooth. It has a little bit on the actual color guard, a little bit of glitter, but that washes off, so you don't have to worry about that. I definitely recommend this if you have light olive toned skin like I do. It lasts for about 4 days stretching it, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to reapply it, but it keeps me looking healthy and I really like it. I also use the Tropez Mitt, which is very dirty as you can see. I just apply it in circles on my skin. I start from my legs up to my neck. That's the direction I work in. I don't know why, it's just a habit. If you're looking for some like self-tanner, this is definitely the way you want to go, for sure. The next items I have go together, and that's because they are shampoo and conditioner. A lot of shampoo and conditioners leave my hair feeling super greasy and just really weighed down because it's very thin. I don't feel like I have a lot of hair, or at least I've been told I don't have a lot of hair. I saw this at Ulta back in January, I want to say, and I was like, oh, it looks pretty interesting. It looks very cute packaging. I like the colors, and it had argan oil in it, so that caught my attention because I love argan oil. It's just been really nice. The smell is really nice. It's not super greasy on my hair. It doesn't weigh it down. I feel like it purifies it, but it also doesn't purify it to the point where I'm just producing so much oil and I get super oily during the day. With this, I can actually wash my hair every other day to every 2 days, and it works out perfectly. I just really like the convenience of the pump. I like that it doesn't feel very thick. Even the conditioner doesn't feel like it's stuck in my hair when I'm done washing it out. It actually feels clean. The next two items are actually foundations that I've been using back to back. I'll use them whenever I'm in the mood to use them. And the first one is actually the Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua Foundation. And I have the color 40 Beige. So it's my tan color, which is why I've had this for like 8 months, and I just recently pulled it back out when I started self-tanning a month ago. It's my self-tanner shade, so it's really, really nice. This does also have a scent to it, very perfumey. So if you don't like that and it irritates you, this is not gonna work for you at all because it's very, very perfumey, and I can smell it on me even, you know, an hour into wearing this. But the only other foundation that has lasted this long on my skin without slipping or separating has been Estee Lauder Double Wear, but that tends to break me out, and this does not break me out. I wore this to a soccer game in the middle of the heat, and I came home and it looked like I had just applied my makeup. And it gives you a nice satin finish. It just feels really nice on the skin. It's very lightweight. You only need a little bit. They recommend that you use this with your fingers, but I actually use it with my MAC 196 brush because I'm obsessed with that brush. It gives me the most flawless look. It is a very watery consistency, so they recommend that you shake it. You can hear it shake before you apply. In conjunction with this one, I've also been using on days that I don't feel like smelling so perfumey, this Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This is in the color medium beige, also my self-tanner shade. I really like this because it's a very different kind of consistency, like a very moussey texture. There's no scent to it, so that doesn't irritate me. It comes in the squeezy tube. You only need a little bit in order to get really great coverage with this. I don't know if I would say that the claims of it lasting 12 hours are really true. I can definitely see it disappearing from certain areas of my face around like hour 5 or 6, but it's good enough for a work day, you know what I mean? Finish of this foundation, by the way, I would say is definitely a matte finish. Next favorite I have are these Ardell lashes in 113. They are so pretty. I can't even explain how pretty these are. I love these way more than any other lash, even my Demi Wispies, because they have a very small band, but they're very fluffy and thick, and they don't look too fake. They give you a very Bambi kind of look in a sense. You can get away with wearing these without any eyeliner. You can get away with wearing these with a thick ass eyeliner and you'll still look good, girl. These are super comfortable. I wore these actually during a work day, during a full work day, and I don't wear falsies during a full work day, but I wanted to test it out to see if these really were comfortable for an extended period of time, and they were. I didn't feel like scratching my eyes out by the end of the day, which is very, very surprising. So if you're kind of tired of the Demi Wispies or Wispies in general, definitely give the 113s a try. The next item I have is actually a primer. It is literally probably my most favorite primer I've ever tried in my life. This primer is not a pore minimizing primer by any means. It's more of a radiant primer, and this is called the Flash Cream Radiant Primer. This is by Ipken, New York, and this really does make your skin glow. It's insane. Like, you would think something like this would actually make an oily girl really oily, but no, this doesn't make me oily at all. It actually gives me a very nice sheen, and it makes me look fresh and healthy as opposed to so completely matte. Do you know what I mean? The smell is really good, and it's also an inexpensive primer. I think it's like $27, and you can get it on Birchbox because they don't sell it at Sephora. It's not like a Sephora carried brand or Ulta carried brand, but it's definitely worth it. If you're an oily girl and you've been having trouble having your makeup stay, I would probably give this a try. Surprisingly enough, I feel like this really does maximize the length of my makeup staying in place during the day. The next two items I have are MAC lipsticks, and they're not new lipsticks, and I've been wearing these literally non-stop religiously when I haven't been obsessed with the bold lip. So the first one I have here is Blankety, and it's an amplified lipstick. I would say it's definitely like a dusty rose, but it's a very light dusty rose. You can see it here. Super pretty, super creamy and comfortable on the lip. It's just beautiful for every day. Definitely something that should be a staple in your makeup collection. And the next color I have have is Cream Cup, and it is a cream sheen. It's kind of similar to Blankety in the sense that it has pink within it, but I would definitely say it's a lot lighter and not as mauvey as Blankety. So I really like wearing this whenever I want to feel very light and fluffy. Love it. MAC lipsticks are definitely worth it, and that should also be part of your makeup collection if it's not already. The next item I have is this e.l.f. palette. It is a bronzer palette, and this is in Bronze Beauty. It comes with 4 different shades, 3 of which, these 2 and this one, are matte, and this one has just a little bit of sheen to it. I think this is a great bronzer palette. It has so much variety, and you really don't even need to use all of them, but I use primarily this one when I'm not so self-tanned and this one when I am. I also feel that these are cool enough to contour with, just a slight little chisel of your cheekbone. They definitely aren't powdery at all by any means. They're super creamy and soft. They blend out so nicely even when you don't powder your face right after your foundation and you just put on some bronzer. You don't get that like skip over, do you know what I mean? Where it just looks really weird, looks really patchy. It actually blends out beautifully, and this product being $6, I mean, it's so worth it to have, especially if you struggle with bronzers like I do. I feel like every bronzer out there is just too orange. This is your go-to for sure. Last but not least is an oldie but definitely a goodie, and my most favorite eyeliner of them all. I have tried all the eyeliners in the entire world, more than you can probably think of, but this one has definitely always been my ride or die, my go-to. It's just so easy to use. I feel like I always get even wings whenever I use this eyeliner, and it is a Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. I love the fact that it's a brush tip as opposed to a felt tip, because I feel like the felt tips dry out a lot faster and kind of ball up at the tip. Super black, probably the blackest I've seen. This has definitely been my go-to lately, especially when I just want to wear a bold lip and some lashes. Pop some of this on my upper eyelash and it looks really, really great. I love this eyeliner. So guys, that's it for my favorites. Hopefully I gave you some good inspiration for some new products that you want to try, but if you already have some favorites, let me know down below what your favorites are. I'm really curious to see what you guys have been up to lately and what you've been liking. Don't forget, I also have my giveaway still going on. I will link the video to how you can enter to my giveaway right here. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias, my Snapchat and my Instagram. If you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch all my videos right when they come out. Thanks for sticking around, guys, and until next time, I will talk to you all later. Bye. So the winner of my giveaway will get both the $50 gift card and the bag to fill with all that makeup you're gonna buy. Spend it wisely and make me proud, okay? The way that you enter is